Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, after yesterday's rains, lots of sunshine and drier air moving in today. Not a shower can be found in Acadiana, and that'll probably be the story tomorrow, perhaps Friday as well. As we get into the weekend, a slight nudge up on our rain chances, all the while our temperatures on the increase, and so will the humidity, getting back to a summer-like scenario. First off, though, as we look at the big picture, we have this ridge of high pressure that's off to the west of us. That has been providing a dry northerly flow in the wake of this upper level low that's over here by Florida. That's the same upper level disturbance that brought our rain and storms yesterday. So nice and dry, and that's the way it's going to go for a couple of days. Eventually this ridge backs off or retrogrades to the west, and that will allow some of that tropical moisture off to the east in the Gulf to slide westward with time and eventually deliver slightly better chances of afternoon showers and storms, maybe starting as early as Sunday, but more than likely going into next week. Here's an 18-hour loop of the radar satellite composite. You can see some of the storms along the coast, along that stationary or nearly stationary frontal boundary offshore. Few showers across Cameron, then moving into southeastern Texas by Houston, also by Beaumont. But that's about it locally, and then we're going to stay high and dry for several days. 89 degrees top of the hour in Lafayette. Dew points have been down in the low to mid 60s, so the humidity low. Not much wind out there, and that's the way it's going to go tonight. So that'll allow for the mosquitoes to make some room. Probably some eggs are hatching out there after yesterday's rain and that water beginning to go down just a little bit as well. Temperatures upper 80s to lower 90s top of the hour. Meanwhile, conditions offshore light and low out here, and it's probably going to stay that way for a while the way things are shaping up. As we look at the satellite imagery, we see some showers and storms across Florida, eastern Gulf of Mexico. Not a whole lot going on in the Caribbean. Meanwhile, we get into the Pacific, and there is a new tropical storm here. In fact, the first one of the Pacific season here in the Pacific, moving to the west-northwest. Pardon me, I got a cough. I used the cough button there, so hopefully you didn't hear that. Anyway, we have a tropical system that's going to become a hurricane more than likely, but then weaken, only affecting the fishes out here, so no concerns with this one. But there could be another one down the line that could affect the Mexican coastline. Meanwhile, for us, it is nice and quiet. We have generally fair skies across the region. There's that frontal boundary, not doing much. It's eventually going to be moving to the north-northeast and then pretty much dissipating with time. So quiet weather pattern. Temperatures stay in the lower 90s during the afternoon. Not expecting anything in the way of shower activity. We get into the weekend. Everybody's interested. What's going to happen this weekend? Well, much the same for Saturday. This is the European model. Maybe an isolated shower, but no more than 10%. Here's 20% for Sunday. And coming up tonight at 10, we'll extrapolate and go deeper into next week as well. Whoops, we just did that right here. And eventually better rain chances starting Wednesday into Thursday of next week. More on that tonight at 10. Temperature-wise tonight, upper 60s off to the north, lower 70s to the south. We'll go 70 for the low in Lafayette, then back into the low to mid 90s. That heat index up there in the upper 90s, and much the same for Thursday night into Friday morning, low to mid 70s. And then as we get into Friday afternoon, temperatures once again lower 90s to mid 90s, and that heat index right near 100. And those heat indices really perk up right around 10, 11 o'clock, and they stay high tomorrow, right flirting with the 100-degree mark in Lafayette. That means some spots will probably hit that heat index of 100 for tomorrow. So quiet night ahead, fair skies, more mosquitoes possible after yesterday's rains. A little hotter tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, not much of a breeze, maybe a southwest sea breeze late in the day. 93 the high tomorrow. We'll go 94 on Friday. Going into the weekend, well, it looks like typical summer weather with temperatures continuing mostly in the low to mid 90s. Overnight lows getting a bit warmer, mid 70s. And there's that slight increase in rain chances by Sunday. And then deeper into next week, we'll see a better chance of daytime showers and storms, especially in the afternoon, come the latter part of next week. And we'll need the rain. The rains that we got yesterday were not enough for most of us. So more rains. Yeah, keeps the lawn greens and the garden greens. I just hate to pay for water when we get 60 inches of rain per year almost regularly in Lafayette.
Yeah.
Right.